Okay, so I will tell you step by step how you can write your personal statement. Okay, are you ready? Let's start it. Before you write your personal statement, you have to read. You have to read two things, my friend. You have to read lots of personal statements. If you do a Google search, you will find many personal statements. If you're applying to internal medicine, you do Google search, internal medicine personal statement. If you're applying to surgery, surgery personal statement. If you're applying to whatever. So read, read, read. For two reasons. This will feed your brain with the context, with the way that personal statement is written, with the outline, with the paragraphs, what is a good experience to mention, how many words you should include in the paragraph, how the sentences should be connected, how the transition should be between the paragraph, how the entire, also it will teach you the flow of ideas through your personal statement. So you have to read other personal statement. And it's not even wrong to take some phrases or some sentences that you like and paraphrase them in your own way. I read a book one time. It's called, I think it was Still Like an Artist. So it's a series of books. It talks about creativity. And I think one of the books in the series, it's also Show Your Work. So they talk about like creativity and how like people are creative, and they talk about lots of creative people through the history of humanity. And there is no such thing as being creative by yourself, sitting down and trying to come up with paragraph. That doesn't work. Sitting down and trying to come up with a personal statement, that doesn't work. You can become creative by connecting with other people, by reading their work and then creating your own work. So a good creative artist he's an artist that know how to hide the source of their inspiration. I would put it in that way, because like your work is inspired by someone. Your work is taken from someone else, and then you add your own flavor on it. So read other people's personal statement. Read a lot. Don't write anything in the first phase, right? And the next thing you have to read is go to the CaRMS website, go to the ERAS website. So in Canada, each program, they specify how many words they want and what are the things they want. In Canada, programs will tell you like, I want you to answer this and this and this question. On the other hand, in the US, usually it's more like write a personal statement and send it to us. But again, you can still like tailor the personal statement to each program, but it's a bit more difficult because like in the US you have like at least 100 programs or 200 programs to apply to. So tailoring it to every program is a bit difficult, but you can tailor it for the top 10, 15 programs that you want to apply to. So read what the program is asking for if you're in Canada. And if you want to tailor a personal statement to specific programs, if you're in the US, read what makes that program unique, read about the city that program exists in, and also read other personal statements. Okay, so we read personal statements. We know how it's written. We read the CaRMS program description. We read what is the next step? The next step is you're going to do brainstorming. And I will also tell you how to do brainstorming. We will talk about this step by step. What are the ideas and what are the experiences that you're going to write about? We are going to go through this, so don't worry about that. I have like, I will make a brainstorming process very simple, just like the interview course. If you haven't signed up for my interview course, you can check it online. You can access it through YouTube channel. You can email me. I can send you the link. So you're going to do brainstorming. And usually the idea is it's either about you or ideas about the specialty or ideas about the program. We're going to talk about it. And then we're going to write. We're going to start writing. And you have to know the difference between writing and editing. They are not the same. When it comes to writing, you're going to write a lot. If the program is asking for 500 words, it's okay. Write 600-700 words, because like when in the edit process, you're going to decrease the number of words. And again, we will talk about writing tools that will help you create a smooth outline and like paragraphs that connect and nicer flow of ideas. And then the editing process. So that's when you start removing sentences, making things shorter, and also adding different words and paraphrase sentences. And again, I will give you some tools which are free that will help you to paraphrase your sentences and create really nice professional sentences, even if you don't have a strong background in English and even if you don't have like a strong vocabularies. So I will tell you about a tool in the next coming slides on how to do that. And finally, after you write and after you edit, you ask for feedback. Give your personal statement for your friends. Give your personal statement for, so if you're an Ottawa U student or a student in Canada, I think every medical school, they have their editing like services. They will help you with that. If you are an IMG or international medical graduate, there are many services out there. I do provide also services for editing personal statement. I do work with a team of professional writers. We collaborate all together to edit personal statements. So ask for feedback. But also you have to be a bit cautious because personal statement, it's type of art. And art is subjective. It's not objective like sciences. So everyone will tell you different types of edits, or everyone will tell you do this and do that and stuff like that. Eventually, gather feedback as much as you can, and then you have to be the main cook in the kitchen. You have to say, like, you have to choose which feedback do you like and which feedback you don't. And you have to trust one or two people who have an experience in this and ask for their feedback, because this is important. Sometimes we might have a blind spots that prevent us from seeing the right way to present ourselves. So those are the steps of writing personal statements. So we're going to read program descriptions. We're going to read about the programs. We're going to read personal statement written by other people. We're going to brainstorm. We're going to go talk about that. We're going to write, and then we're going to edit. And those are two different processes. And then we're going to ask for feedback. Okay.